Hi, Salam. Hope you all doing well. Ramadan Kareem. And fuck, it's been a long time. Okay, so we'll do this. I'm gonna share probably like 2 or 3 episodes that we have archived from probably last time me and Hussein we both recorded at the podcast. I guess starting from now on, you're gonna see guests. I'm still actually مازال خدام على like getting guest lists or whatever. بحال دخل شي festival. Guest list. I'm still working on inviting people. Obviously, I'll be moving forward with this podcast without Hussein, which is quite bad. Well, we might do like some sessions like from here to then, since like he's always in travel and shit. So it might be a little complicated, but we'll see. I'll see if we can make that as easy as it sounds. Marlena, enjoy the episodes and see you in the next one. Peace. Hi.
Welcome back everyone. مرحبا بكم معنا في SGHA podcast.
Welcome to your favorite podcast, and this is your host Ayman Bardi,
and this is your host Ussain Belabbes.
Yeah, you know.
مرحبا بكم معنا بجديد من SGHA podcast, and Ayman is so excited again, I think.
Yeah, excited. Sure. Well, we are excited. We are excited. What's the day today? Anyway, don't need to bring those conversations. It's okay.
No.
We've been working. We've been living. Some of us got married. Some of us got divorced. It's fine, yeah.
What do you mean by some of us? Who's some of us?
You.
Man, you're sending wrong messages to
I don't give a fuck.
That thing is, it's not the truth. It's like, what is a woman?
What is it? No. Shit.
We're gonna be.
Goeie, guys, welcome back to this podcast. Here we are. We're gonna start recording, and whether you liked it or not, if we disappear for the next 6 months, don't blame us. We have life.
Yeah, blame life.
Blame life.
Yeah. Blame life. SGHA podcast. It has been a long time. No share. We had reasons. We don't want to go through them. But thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast.
Always. Thank you for this.
Thank you for being with us, and it's always such a pleasure. We have changed a little bit the setup today for some technical reasons.
What technical reasons?
Someone got divorced.
Yeah. Shit. Fuck.
Well, you wanna play this game?
Let's play this fucking game. Well, let's say you've been living what people might know, what people don't know. What even though like we were off the podcast or we were off واحد platform that people reach out to us.
Yeah.
Especially on
YouTube.
DMs, YouTube. But there's also people reaching out on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
SGHACAST. And the thing I've paid attention to, I guess for a reason, just because we put this podcast out there. And we are kind of transparent. احنا شويه ماشي شويه بزاف كاع
جاج
لا شويه سلوفان حمده. It's okay. مالك صاحبي.
Go ahead.
They're judging. I don't give a fuck. What I've paid attention هو yes, we are being transparent. It's true. ولكن people are expecting you to not like to not give yourself time. They just want something from you always.
Well, that's the paradox of social media, Ayman, in general. When someone follows you online, he expects in somehow that your life is not your life anymore because
part of it belongs to him.
Exactly. And you need to do when it comes, that's why the term fans in general is something related to some people who actually can control your life in some certain ways. Even though they are your fans,
they have power over you in a way.
Definitely.
Shit.
Definitely. That's like Cristiano Ronaldo. He said in a recent interview that my dream is to walk outside like it's any normal
like a normal person.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have. Wait, I saw an example Kadem Sahir during the lockdown, Corona and everything, when he was wearing a mask. He explained. I think I saw this video on Facebook. He said I was never happier because I was wearing a mask and I could walk out to the supermarket and no one will notice anything. So to some people it was a relief.
Yeah.
But like, don't you think like a lot of people nowadays they are seeking followers, they are seeking numbers, they are seeking validations through social media, while actually people who had it they want to get rid of it.
Well, honestly speaking, I think I see two cases.
What an influencer, by the way.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why I want your opinion.
So
on
yeah,
this.
exactly. I'm not an influencer or anything.
I'm just kidding.
I see two cases, honestly. I see people who want to live as digital nomads, people who want to live by just creating content. And that's a job, not for nowadays. It's a job.
Yeah,
if you want to create content
like
and make money out of that, that's a good job. If you feel like it's a good thing for you and you add value to people by either informing them or entertaining them, that's your thing.
Yeah, it's insane.
The down part about social media for me, or the second part of people, is the people who are seeking the term that you just mentioned, validation. So the things that they can't actually have in their real life، الحوايج اللي ما يقدروش يوصلوا لهم في الحياة الطبيعية، يعني في السوشيال لايف انهم
اللي ما لقاهمش
مثلا سيلف كونفيدنس في الحقيقة ولا كذا. And I'm gonna take this further in this conversation with you from my personal experiences, but furthermore in the conversation, these people, I think this is for me the little bit the dark point on the social media.
The dark side, literally.
The dark side of the social media, literally. Shout out to Ali.
That joke.
However, the other part, because now the online market has become
it's taking over.
Yeah, exactly. So تقدر تخدم تمك، you can work, you can have jobs, you can have relationships, you can have all these things.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but if it's dominating your life, it is. For me personally, that's how I see it.
Dominating your life.
Yeah.
Well, when you say domination, and the way I see it, it has a power over your life, as we mentioned earlier, but also at the same time, you have the power to control it, or what's the word? To manage it, probably. ماشي to manage it. شوف, to contain it.
Yeah, to contain. That's a good word.
Contain it. شوف, to contain it. هي like. انت تعرف ما بغيتيها تخدم
contain, like when there is where فاش يكون شي عدوى وكتحاول انك ما امكن تكونتينيها.
Yeah, exactly.
باش ما انها تنتشرش
باش ما
that's the term.
Yeah, that's the term.
Exactly.
And thank you for the explanation, Hussein. The thing is, not a lot of people can see that. Not a lot of people can be aware of like they can manage this stuff.
Well, one of the best solutions actually to manage that stuff is something we have just recently experienced, which is Corona actually.
Oh shit.
And the best thing is actually to do a lockdown for yourself, so you stop the contamination, باش انك تحبس العدوى ديال السوشيال media in your life. It's good to have a lockdown, and the lockdown means that you stop seeing anything else which is a social media. It's actually a good theory that you can use in somehow.
I've had that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know I have, right?
Yeah, I know.
So
he had that, but not by choice, but by.
It's not like by choice, but I was like, fuck it, yeah, sure.
That's good.
But what happened is like Instagram sent me out of the blue, we are temporarily gonna block your account. I was like, sure. And they requested me to change the password in order I wanted to get the account back. And I'll have to send them emails or whatever. So I changed the password, and they said your account will be temporarily blocked for like a month, 30 days or something. I didn't even try to get it back. I was like, sure, I had enough work. And I was going through like a lot of ups and downs. So I was like, fuck it, this is the last thing I'm going to think about right now. صافي دازت البيريود بحال هكاك. I like Instagram. Actually, the only account that I was actually going through is that podcast. I saw like some people. That's another. Yeah, we are following واحد الناس واد سيد. And I was seeing واحد الريل he posted for like 1,000 times. Actually, that made me realize I was like, fuck, what am I doing here? Actually, imagine my Instagram statistics on this on the app on the daily usage. It went from 2 hours. لا مش 2 hours. It went from 1 hour and 40 minutes a day. شي 3 دقائق.
That's cool.
3 دقائق عشان دخلت بالي ذاك الريل. I observe people. I analyze the messages that I had from people, and that what made me think about like, okay, why do people expect a lot from you? Probably because you are a role model. I hate to call it that way. Like you are influencing them. But I don't want to do that.
I'm gonna tell you.
It's out of your hand anyway, right?
I'm gonna tell you one word that I have heard from one of the fans of the podcast, the brothers. Why maybe some people are following the podcast and correct me guys if I'm wrong, because they see themselves in the same positions that we are.
Of course. They relate.
They relate. They don't see you better than them, but they see you same as them, you know. And maybe sometimes they wish they can do this step forward, maybe make a podcast or something like that.
Why not?
And when you encounter these experiences of listening or watching all these things, maybe this also will encourage you one day to do this to yourself.
Of course, ولكن is it's not right or wrong, but it's also a little bit wrong to just expect another human being going through like different stuff.
Yeah.
To do something just because you feel like it's the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So social media is driving you towards the path, and I don't think that's healthy. Not on long term, short term.
Absolutely.
فهمتي? So when I tell you guys we are literally taking our times, it's not like someone messaged me قال لي on my personal account. That's why I had a very different response. حيتاش I'm trying not like to spend a lot of time on my personal account. When I got the Instagram back, I felt like I don't fucking belong here anymore. You know, so like you see ads. Thank you, Instagram. You see fuckload of ads. I was using واحد app. It's called Vero, something like that. It was promoted by ماشي promoted صراحة. Firstly, it was promoted فيها photos and stuff. It's easy to go into the community.
The photographer community, the new app.
I was on Instagram because I liked the photo. I loved the filters, and that was it. So I was using شوية هاد الapp هادي, like sharing photos, and I got like really good feedback from photographers. It was easy to reach out to them. فهمتي? It was easy to reach out to people from the same interest probably. Instagram كي دخلت. I saw stories without, not like people who I follow, of course, but I saw stuff and I was like, fuck, I know what I was up. I know what I was up. And I didn't even, واحد لقيت عرفتي بحال فاش كتكون الدراري اللي كانوا مبليين غيقدروا يفهموا هاد اللعبة هادي probably more than anyone else. فاش كتقطع الكارو ولا كتقطع شي بليه اون توليكا كتقطعها واحد المدة وفاش كترجع تسيا كتلقاها you're not even capable to take that first shot.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me. And I saw something and I was like, fuck. I even got deconnected the account for like 1 week. And it was active for a while. I didn't even look at it. That's all.
Yeah, you have reached a limit, as we say. Awareness, exactly. Yes. That this platform is kind of sucking you down, and they understand whoever is going through the same shit, because these companies they are multi-millionaire companies.
Of course,
and they have psychologists. They have psychologists. They have experts. They have doctors. They have people who actually can sit down and think about how the human behavior is actually acting in some specific moments or reactions, you know. And that's very normal that these companies still can win 90% of the times against you, you know. I saw that. It's 10% left in the wow. So as I say, these companies they're putting a lot of money just so they can
make you spend more time there.
Exactly. And it's difficult to win against them. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult. You know, I saw some statistics of that and they shocked the fuck out of me. The rates of suicide for like teenage, from like 11 to 14 years old, did have واحد peak on exactly. It was like واحد average percentage, right? It's very like 1% something. It went to like 140% from 2010. That's when Instagram.
Well, I'm gonna explain this to you quickly. Bro, you know, I have a little bit of perspective.
It's causing that.
I'm gonna explain this to you.
The only factor that connects with the same year is the social media platform. Instagram is out there. Everything is out
Facebook there. Facebook, yeah. 2010, there was the boom of Facebook. I'm gonna explain this to you in a different way. So the issue we have nowadays, it's very, very, very sensitive. The issue we have is that we have kids being exposed to news from all over the world. You know. Wow. Something is happening in Fas or Rabat or SGHA, you can see right away on your phone. It's happening there.
That's international as well.
And I'm just saying, like,
national wise.
I'm talking about a smaller scale. Imagine what's going on when it's a bigger scale. What's going on in Iran? 2010, you wouldn't hear about it.
You wouldn't know. You
wouldn't know what's going on in Iran. You wouldn't know that girls are being killed or someone is killed or George in the US. You wouldn't hear about these things. But now, because of social media, everything is on a tip of a finger. And when you have kids at the age of 14, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, or all this, and they are being exposed to all this type of news, bad and good, and then they are being exposed to some fake lives. Because some people, they just take pictures to make others jealous and all these things. Shit. So what do you expect from someone? Because he thinks, wow, my life is bullshit.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Literally, you think, what the fuck am I doing in this life?
There's a lot of
this person is enjoying this and this and this, and this world is just full of crimes and killing and all these things.
My reality does not match with what I'm seeing on a daily basis.
Exactly. And then for this person at the age of 16, 17, or whatever, his life is literally nothing. So he will end it at the end.
Fuck.
You know. We didn't grow up this way in some matter, in some ways. We didn't watch the news that much. Our parents did watch the news. We didn't watch the news that much.
We weren't very exposed to a lot of stuff.
No. We were focused on either movies and cartoons.
Yeah, that's MVC2 cartoon network.
So we were literally exposed to these things.
Yeah, these two.
الحوايج اللي كتوقع في المغرب ما كانتش كتوصل في اخبارك.
ماشي كل شيء.
Vraiment.
ماشي لا ماجوريتي كاع.
Now everything is blowing up on the social media.
I saw this the other day. Even now you can see on social media more than what's going on.
Yeah.
I saw like there was an accident في الطور تاع كازا, and a friend of mine was posting the story, and I was like, why? Actually, that was one of the stories I saw once I got back.
Yeah.
So imagine بحال كنتي ساد ديريك في شي بلاصه وخرجتي لفيغاس ولا فهمتي واحد الشوك.
It's a little bit tricky.
I was like, fuck bro, why am I here?
Yeah.
Then Anas قال لي you are using it, part of it, to your freelance work, so at least just get it back. People can still reach out. You still can have some little bit benefit from it, and it's true.
شوف 90% of social media for me is good.
Oh yeah, of course.
90%. So whoever invented this ideas at the beginning, which is back then was forums and all these things. So it's a good thing to connect people.
It helps. Ares.
شنو هي؟
Ares.
ما عرف شنو هي Ares.
Anyway, back to the topic.
So what I was saying is that
we are exposed to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, social media, as I told you, has 90% of it is good for me. I'm not going just numbers to sound smart or something like that. I'm just saying hypothetically نظريا
هو نمر بعجله نظريا
ما قلت لك نظريا السوشيال ميديا has very good points.
It has very good side.
And the شوية bad sides, the little small bad sides, they're also being exposed. علاش؟ لأنه we see them also more often.
ولكن don't you think like a lot of people are using this to trigger واحد certain amount لو ماشي certain amount of people واحد الفئة. That's the word. واحد الفئة من بنادم. Like for example, we see pages like دوك تاع news and stuff. We see like bullshit trends on YouTube, on everywhere. Like it's rewarding them. Like people actually want that, but at the same time they're not like ما عارفينش شنو باغيين يتابعين الموجة. واو هذاك فضيحة شي حاجة. داكشي هو أكتر حاجة كتلقاها كتقول
إلا شتي حتى في throughout history always the odd things الحوايج اللي كتكون شوية odd they are more attractive also.
That's in our nature, you say?
It's a human nature that we are more attractive to stuff that are a little bit very different or weird. You know? And that's a human nature. كتشوف شي حاجة اللي vraiment weird تقول oh that's something. Maybe you're disgusted from it but you still want to see it. You still want to check it. كاين شي حوايج اللي ما كيبانوش في السوشيال ميديا بزاف كيبانوا واقيلا في only fans ولا في streaming. Stuff that we don't see, like Poop with me.
طب ما ناس only fans في المغرب اصلا.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'll never check. Probably I'll check. No, I'm just kidding. ولكن I think it's a good way. Back to your very first point. I see there is good, there is bad, but like from my part, my experience, your experience as well. Like you've seen واحد
and I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like why something I told you from the beginning that why I wanted to do from the beginning. Something I want to tell you about social media because for me when I started using social not social media, the internet in general, the very beginning, it was actually to look for validation from other communities because I couldn't find the validation from my own community.
Yeah.
That's something I had as an issue. I was not introverted, but I was
like
not.
An insecurity reflected on social media.
Yes.
Reflected through social media.
Yes, I always wanted to be this famous boy in the school and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the cool guy, but I couldn't because of a lot of things, family-wise, looks-wise.
Dark twisted fantasy.
And back then, you are the cool person from if you have a motorbike, if you dress up well,
Of course, that's the society rewarding you towards things.
Back then, that was what things that rewards you. And then so I switched my directions to the internet. So I started doing stuff. I was most of the time on the internet. Most of the time. Like whenever I have the chance, I'm on the internet. I'm talking about 2004, 5, 6.
Because that's when there was the attention. The internet owns the attention, and you were seeking the attention towards it.
Exactly. Talking to strangers from all over the places, from all over the world.
Wow.
It was easy learning a little bit here.
And especially it was new.
Yeah, it was very new. It was brand new for us. It was very brand new for us. And it was excited and entertaining at the same time. And rewarding also because you kind of get some type of comments or validation from the people through some.
For us, it was when we saw in real life. You know that there is people admiring you, but like you can't count them, right?
But they don't.
Even if you count them, it will be in your head. But like when you post a photo and you get like 60, 50 fucking likes. Back then you say like, oh no, they care. So that's when social media زرت لك شيء معسير.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, when I started doing this on social media, and back then, honestly, but starting 2008 and 9, that's the time I kinda Facebook بدأوا الروين هذه. كنت ديك الساعة ديجا أنا في المنتديات وداك العجب. Alors I already had good, pictures and videos and stuff back then.
Wow.
And that actually helped me to gain more
video edits
video edits
tricks انت تدخل في الحياة
هذاك الشيء اللي كنت ندير والمخدة كترجع
you reversed the video. No, that was good. That was creativity and stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
That was something.
We made something that meant a lot back then that we can ever
people
do
were
right
asking
now.
me how do you do this back then, It's however.
So actually, I remember this vividly. The واحد الفون كان je pense was
كتبوزي فيه
داك البوزي فيه
كتغبر في الحياة تغبر شي واحد في الحياة
شوف كيبان لك مربعات هكا بيكسلز
تروح جي بي
يا شيت
240 144 قاعد
كيفاش 144 على السطر تروح جي بي كتقراها في داك الصابصوك دار كتحيد كتصيفطها بلا فراروج
فراروج كتحك
التليفونات بزاف
صابونات
damn bro.
But that was a life.
That was the trend back then.
Exactly.
But even though back then, probably we weren't exposed to a lot of.
No. We were in real life. No, we were using the phones to create stuff. But back then, I'm talking about the era of 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10. till هاد الوقت هادي باقي life is easy. Social media was not because عندك ساعات الفونز باقي ما كاينش سمارت فونز a lot. To be fair فهمتي التليفونات السمارت كانوا قلال باقي قلال
لا زوار
ولا الانترنت ما كانش اكسيسيبل كلشي في التليفون
نو ما كانش الانترنت صات كان ديك الساعه اللي كتكون عنده انترنت في التليفون
شي حاجه
بصح ديك تطلع ديك الجي جو بونس داك الان جي عقلت عليها
كان 2 جي لا 2 جي 2 جي كان 2 جي
هي الايثرنت
هي المهم 2 جي الان جي راه ما محاولش عشنا انا وياه
كانت والله يا خويا علاش لا ديك الساعه
التليفون
وي كانت
اي دونت ثينك سو ما كانش التليفون
كانت كتاكتيف عند قليل
لا ال1 جي ما عمرها كانت في التليفونات I'm sure about this first generation and the first generation is very old it's the very first internet and I don't think even it was in Morocco actually I don't believe so because I think Morocco had the I don't know
I remember I have something I have
2 جي هي اللي كانت في المغرب دوزيام جي 2 جي هي اللي كانت دخلت للمغرب ودخلت مع ماك تيليكوم وعاد دخلوا ديك لي موديم الصغار اللي كتشارجيهم فهمتي اللي فيهم لا كارت سيم
وعادوك حتى هنا
لي موديم لا 2006 راه كاين لي موديم تاع
اي ولكن anyway for now how do you because I have a very
so let me just finish this so قلت لك for me sorry هذاك ديك السوشيال ماشي السوشيال ميديا but the internet validation helped me personally to gain more trust to go outside to the world and be more active because I had a background I had a skill
wow yeah of course
and that skill was the internet and so I was for high school I was cool I was not this introverted kids or something like that
very extroverted
I was very extroverted people know me what I do I did videos with friends and stuff like that and that helped me to gain more self-confidence, more people to know, and then it shaped my directions towards where I am now, in somehow,
Oh yeah,
because I started taking pictures of people. Exactly, it's a process. You enjoy it. Okay, actually I enjoy this, blah blah blah, and it did grow
but like you've done something very clever, but like I'm not sure how did you went from 1 to 2? Yeah, you took the validations and everything, and you said I seeked real life validation. So like I've made واحد, okay, I made واحد kind of success, whatever you want to call it, and I want to take that to by using هذاك viral or virtual success. I want to use it in real life, and you've done it.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you here, like transparent بحال بابي سلوفان. honestly speaking
زيد عرفتي شي يقول honestly speaking ما كنتيقش
ما فاش في هاد transition. It's not something I thought about. It's not something I managed. ماشي شي حاجة ديك الساعة I was a smart person to think about these things. No, it naturally happened. It's something just happened. فهمتي? It's not something I said, oh okay, actually I'm cool at this. ما نكذبش عليك, I was not smart enough back then to have these deep thoughts.
Okay.
I was just a stupid teenager. To be honest with you, تنقلب انا على التويشيات. ماشي نقول لك لا واحد النهار شفت بانه راه السوشيال ميديا بانه الانترنت خدام فيها مزيان راه ندير هادشي. داكشي جا بوحدو غير كيكبر بوحدو, لانه as you grow فاش كتكبر في المرحله ديال المراهقه ديالك عظامك تيكبروا, ما بين رجليك تيكبروا, بزاف د الحوايج تيكبروا. الو حتى لا بيرسوناليتي الو حتى الشخصيه ديالك كتكبر حتى هي وكتشكل كتشكل بواحد الطريقه معينه. ممكن ديك السوشيال ميديا شكلت الشخصيه ديالتي باش انها في واحد الايج ديال 16 17 18. I was that person then. فهمتي and ما نكذبش ما نقولكش بانه راه انا اللي فكرت, لا. فهاد اللعبه هادي انا مسيار. لا انا فهاد اللعبه انا مسيار. لا ما تخيرتش انا فهاد اللعبه هادي. انا ديك الساعه كنت مخور.
Yeah, it's true. ولكن عالية المهم better تقدر حسن تعرف عندها فعلا لك بابك تعيق بها.
Yes.
ولكن so there was no like واحد switch like should I took this enough, alright let's go. There was
it's just شوف بحال الواد الموت غادي
يلا داكشي
الواد كي غادي بوحدو تيحفر الطريق. ما تيقولش لا راه بغيت نزل الطريق واش دار.
الواد
البلاصه ديال راه فيها الناس مزيانين تبغى غادي تنسيف مسكين دازي ملو داير. خويا مسكين في جهه صويره قلنا واحد ورا ما كرهتش خويا في جهه اكادير,
ولكن ما سوقرش لا. So I was about to ask you here fuck صاحبي عتي لا damn I missed this. I swear I missed the podcast.
I miss being with you guys also.
So nowadays how do you treat social media, or like how do you treat social media on your life as a creator?
Okay, I'm gonna
as a freelancer, if that's from perspective ديال work and perspective ديال daily life.
Okay,
apart from the meme.
Okay, no apart from memes, I would say I have two waves or phases for social media.
Phases works best.
Waves or phases, you can call them either or. فهمتي جوج ديال المراحل ولا جوج ديال الموجات ولا جوج ديال المراحل بلوتو. I have phase where I feel like I don't want to do something mentally tiring. So I go to social media to shut down my mind. Actually, I use it for this term. I watch stupid stuff like memes, like stupid videos and all these things. This is something
healthy.
I do this. I'm gonna tell you like the reality.
Be frank.
هاد الفيز هادي sometimes it can take long time. فهمتي I feel like I don't want to do it anything. هاد اللعبات بالذات تيوقعوا ليا في الصيف when it's too hot as an example. فاش تحس بالصداع شي حاجه and ما عندكش الخدمه بزاف. Yes, I could diffuse that time in other things, but still, come on, I'm a human being. I want to just sit down.
I want to enjoy myself
in a reasonable hour.
Sit down. Sleep
in reasonable hours
and watch television.
Yeah, so something like this. I want to just watch something.
29, like goddammit.
I'm 29, goddammit. Actually, for the reality. Yeah. I'm 29, goddammit. I want to just.
He's 50. No, it's true. It's part of being a grown-up.
Exactly, and there is the other phase where I'm more productive, and then the social media doesn't overtake on my life. Because whenever I have work, always it's a priority for me. You know, I'm a little bit with the deadlines. You know, I deliver on deadlines always.
Of course.
But if you give me a deadline as an example, I'm working with you on this project, and you tell me we need I tell you as an example, I'm gonna deliver the video to you by Monday.
Okay.
You know? And I don't have work from today, which is like Friday, till Monday. You know, I don't have no work.
نقتل معك الوقت.
ما نلقيش ديك الخدمة والو نخليها ما نقربش لهاش حتى لساندي. The last day before. Then I'm gonna be focused on it, you know.
Yeah, of course.
علاش إلا مشيت لها قبل نقول لك أنا البروسيس شغال.
I think I go with this as well.
تنقول I get distracted quickly.
باقي الوقت.
نقول راه باقي الوقت. But when I have a little bit of stress of time, I sit and focus. كندير التليفون بحال هكا ونروح نحطه في الشومبر another room on silent mode and I leave it and I go work till I finish work. فهمتي؟
Okay.
And there is the other phases, as I told you, اللي كتبغي تشيلي فيهم.
بغيتي
تشيلي فيهم. فهمتي؟ This is work-wise. This is how I treat this, not social media, but the phone, because for me this phone is this distraction. Social media, for now, because we're doing this thing with me and Bettina, I treat it differently, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
very,
curious to know.
very analytic.
Everything is about numbers.
Everything for me is about numbers, engagement, what is for me. I always ask why this one is more.
Why this one worked? Why this one didn't?
Exactly, and they analyze everything. Like I go through.
Loki اللعبات اللي ما كيكونوا بايخين.
Yeah.
They work really well.
Yeah.
That's what I told you قبيلة على حساب behavior ديال like stupid stuff. You always see them trending.
Yeah.
Because they're not even putting in effort.
Yeah.
And people are actually they want that in a reason.
Yeah,
in a
because
way.
you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people when they go to social media, they go for the first wave that I go to kill the mind.
To kill time.
So to kill the time and not be focused. فاش كيجي الراجل من خدمته ومسخسخ نهار كامل what we need to we're focused on something very serious and stuff. He wants to sit and just watch stupid stuff. He goes to the cafe, and they see this also in the cafe. People just watching stupid dumb stuff, you know. And I don't say stupid dumb stuff as a bad thing, but I'm just saying it's a content.
Yeah.
It's being created. It's being consumed. It's entertaining, and that's it.
Or it's meant to keep you on the app or whatever platform you're using for as long as possible.
Exactly.
They squeeze your time.
And it's serving the purpose of not making your mind tired.
Yeah, it's true.
This is the purpose of it at the end.
You know what? Yeah, this is a very good point I want to touch on. The boredom or الملل as it's known. من قبل, like before this is what I told you. الفيز اللي كانت عندي أنا تاع there was no Instagram. من قبل I was like, okay, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. ما عنديش شي حاجة أخرى ما نديرها. I'm fucking bored. So what do you think you should do?
You take your phone, you open,
you keep like,
and you keep scrolling around. And they made it even easier now scrolling around. It's just
it's like reels and stuff. You navigate like 24 reels for like 1 minute. تخيل like how many contents you've consumed in a while. The thing is, when the case was no Instagram, I saw myself that I was running to TikTok or like other platforms that do the same, except I filtered واحد search for TikTok just to get me based on podcast stuff and like few thing on the like واحد niches ديال eating healthy and
stuff that you like.
Only these things, not only these things. I filtered it. دابا I don't know what كيفاش. You just search and everything that pops up other than that you just put not interest and you don't see any of it.
Yeah, I know this.
I found that I took a lot of infos in واحد small time. راسي بحال كان بغيت نتفرج اصلا حيتاش the amount of infos I took بكثرت ما كانوا كشار نسيتو. Mais I felt like I was benefiting. او une fois كنت كنقول مثلا what they made me حيتاش دوك اللعبات انا I think they were helpful for me. Probably حيتاش المهم I saw like new infos and stuff.
Yeah, they kept your mind active also. They
made me a little bit aware and I was like, okay, enough of this. Let's go move to the next best thing. I went to cooking. I went to like doing more workout. I found like a lot of that was actually the shift for me
Top
to
G. Top G.
What's Top G?
Top G. You making the life of Top. You know Top G.
No, I don't know.
Tate.
Fuck that. No, bro, no, come on. It's far from that. Dude is very
being healthy and eating healthy.
No, well, like shove. The trick that was for me. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna waste the next 1 hour and a half scrolling through Instagram because I saw the statistics for the app, I was like, okay, let's let's waste هذيك الساعة. Let me waste it for gym. You good?
Yeah, I just have, I think, 5 minutes left.
Okay, sure. So, I was like, let me waste this time preciously. So let me waste it on something that's I'm gonna benefit.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that, and that was the trick that made me,
there is one
stick with the.
There's a theory that I use and I enjoy so much actually. It's mixing two things. It's a creative way actually to, like, when you want to be creative, you mix two things. Like as an example, you mix a car and a boat, and then you have a jet ski or stuff like that.
Okay.
So this is one of the ways. Like, philosophy of being creative is to mix two things that they don't make sense together.
And then it gives a result that works.
Sometimes it gives a result that works. No, it's a creative concept then.
Okay.
Like this boat that goes fast. It's an idea mixed from cars.
Yeah.
Stuff like this.
Idea itself.
Exactly. So one of the ideas is you can use this idea you can use in your personal life is to mix two things. One you like and one you dislike, or you a little bit you don't enjoy that much. So what
it's something it's beneficial.
Exactly. So when I work out, I watch my series at the same time.
Okay, sure.
So I watch my series while I'm working out. You know what I mean? I'm just literally tricking my mind. I can have the tablet قدامي. I'm watching it. I'm watching what I'm doing, and I'm working out.
Wait, did I say this again before?
Like doing the dishes. I don't like doing the dishes. I put the phone in front of me. I'm watching, and then.
And low-key, everything. I used to do this in cardio. كان ترشارج شي سيري شي لعيبة. تشد طوالة. شي جدي.
Just tranquil. Or listening to something you like and doing something you don't like. This helps always to motivate your body and your brain to do the things that you don't like more. Because you're not focused on them then, because sometimes it's just your body who needs to do the job.
Well, of course. But your mind be telling you, no, you can't.
Exactly.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Exactly.
And that's social media is killing the awareness that your mind has. So if you're not gonna get the level of awareness if you keep حاضر راسك في حالك.
Yeah.
فهمتي? I'm not saying social media is bad, but I'm not saying social media is also good. If you don't know how to use it, يقول لك سيف ذو حدين. Anyway, this is the famous one. If you don't know how to use it, it's gonna use you. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end, it's a free platform, and whenever the platform is free.
No, if it's free, then you are the product.
Yeah, exactly. And we are the products. We're glad we are the products.
They are selling our data to companies that willing to pay to advertise stuff. That's why I hated Instagram. And واحد الابديت كانوا داروا أصلا. I fucking hate you Instagram. I can say this out loud. واحد الابديت كانوا داروه تاع الفوتوز كيبانوا cropped. و you see like suggested photos from people that you're not following. Same shit as TikTok.
عرفاش داروها في الأول.
Same shit as TikTok, but like it's not TikTok, it's Instagram. It should be just photos. Sad. I saw like a lot of ads. I saw like a lot of posts that I don't want to see. Most of them are actually promoted. Then I was like not interested. Then I said I don't want to see the ads for the next 30 days. I swear to you, Asad. I saw shit letter ولا أربعة على posts from people I rarely follow. Then Instagram was like, thank you. That's all for you're all caught. You've seen everything from the past 3 days. I was like, bro.
That's a lot of ads.
They are putting a lot of depressions out there. I tell you, people are seeking the validation بواحد الطريقة اللي insane.
Absolutely. We in general
we socialize.
It's thanks to social media, I got to know a lot of people. Thanks to social media, you guys are listening now to us because of social media. Thanks to social media, we're doing a lot of things. Thanks to social media.
There is fuckload of good benefictions from social media. But like as I told you, if you don't know how to use it, it's gonna use you. So.
Yeah. Well, next
but in
time,
perspective.
Next time I'm gonna ask you this question: how you can use social media also. But now I think
sure. Well, I've used a little bit of it, and I'm done with it.
Yeah. And I want to add one last point about this topic is for me the internet in general. It's a huge monster.
Some people think that internet is only social media.
No. The internet is bigger than Instagram.
A force comme they spend like a lot of time on social media.
Yeah.
They see that that's all they see on internet.
Yeah. Social media أو المواقع التواصل الاجتماعي there are platforms that are directed to link people together. So you have friends, followers, fans, stuff like this. But the internet is bigger. It's way more bigger than that. The internet is huge, and what you can find in the internet, you can find in social media actually.
Wow.
And whenever you need an information, don't go to social media, even though it's easy access there. But always, still, people if they want to search for something, they search on Google actually.
Google ولا even YouTube أصلا.
And YouTube. YouTube, it's so because not everyone actually likes YouTube. From what I know now.
People love to read, but there's people who are practical.
Yeah.
They want to see. مثلا they have a problem with.
But still, YouTube. The only issue with YouTube that I have, honestly, it's a wonderful platform. It's just a platform that it's also has a lot of false informations.
A lot of false, fake
information because it has a lot of influencers also.
Nice shit.
The thing about reading or when there is stuff you don't know the people, so the people are not famous or anything,
Yeah.
So there is just straight.
And they have no benefit from tricking you. So عندهم ربح انهم كتر. But you can get scammed anytime.
Yeah, anytime. I always receive emails about scams.
Do you want to promote?
No, they send me like I have $300 million somewhere. Shit. I want to bring it to Morocco.
Yeah, send me 3000 درهم
باش نعطيها لك.
صفت لك الكود. صفت 3000 درهم تقول لك لقى. Shit. Well, I think المهم small light episode لما نعاودوا نولف هذا السيت اب واحنا معكم.
Maybe the other episodes they can be also like this. I don't see a purpose of explaining this actually.
That's fine.
Yeah. It was a nice episode. It was decent.
Thank you.
It was fine. It was perfectly put. And thank you so much to everyone again for being with us, for listening to us. Ayman, thank you so much for pushing this again. Thank you for hosting the podcast.
ماشي مشكلة أستاذ ديما مرحبا بكم عندنا تواضعتوا وجيتوا عندنا.
الله يحفظك. مرة جاي نديرها في لاندروفر.
No.
We can do this.
It's a whole apart. How?
Literally, we can take this.
I'm curious to try.
No, we can do a podcast in the nature.
I'm curious to try. No, it's possible.
No, we just take the table without lights. We can put the Land Rover outside and everything.
I'm curious for the Land Rover, bro. How?
I'm gonna make a podcast on the road, inshallah.
Sure, yeah.
We call it Podway.
Nice.
Pod on the way.
Pod on the way.
Yeah.
Pod road.
Thank you so much, guys. Anyone you want to add up to anything?
Nah,
you have questions? You have?
No, I think I'm good. Social media is a huge, we can say, topic, but like I see it as something that needs more awareness to be like shine on.
Yeah.
But like not a lot of people will actually be realizing this حتى كيف فوت الوقت. So تقلب بعدها كيف فوت عليك الوقت هي اللي صعيبة شوية انك تداركها. حتى you can recatch everything except your fucking time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and احنا we are not doctors or experts or anything to give you advice or anything. We're just talking from our own perspectives.
Of course.
That watch out for your life, man. Yeah, or woman. I don't know. What are you?
What are women? What women are?
What is a woman?
What is a woman?
Yeah, it's a nice. You watched it or not yet?
Not yet. I've seen the trailer. It looks really cool.
Guys, watch What is a Woman? It's a documentary. It's fascinating. But whoever is gay, don't watch it.
Why?
Because they might get offended. So
it has a lot of jokes on Smito.
It's not joke. It's facts.
Oh, yes, sir.
There's no joking around.
Wow.
It's a fact.
It's like Dave Chappelle jokes and stuff.
No, it's a documentary with experts and psychologists and people.
It's like documentary.
It's not like it's a documentary about what is a woman. Okay, that's it. So it's something actually to watch, and there actually there is a big thing about social media.
Oh yeah.
How actually it did influence people to become gay.
Wow.
Yeah, TikTok actually was the reason for a lot of people to transgender.
Wow, shit.
Because they saw the operations and people how they are changing and stuff, wow. And it's growing.
It's wild, that's that. Yeah, it's very fucking wild. I swear, yeah. Well, bro, guys, thank you so much. We look forward to see you in the next one, and that's a wrap for tonight.
Thank you so much, and
see you in the next one. That's 1 minute. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Hey, don't. Look at this.